Have you ever dreamed of sailing across a vast ocean and discovering new lands? Long ago in Baghdad lived a brave sailor named Sindbad. He loved adventures and traveled on many exciting sea voyages. Many years ago in Baghdad, there lived a sailor named Sindbad. He was courageous and kind. He loved adventures and went on many voyages. Once he sailed to a distant land with a group of merchants. The merchants traded their goods and got a fair price. They were sailing back towards their homeland when a sailor spotted a piece of land. Everyone was overjoyed, and they sailed towards it. The captain said, "We'll halt the ship at the island for a day. You can go around the island. Tomorrow we'll set sail again." The merchants and the sailors walked around, sang and danced. Some of them lit a fire and started cooking. Another group went fishing. Suddenly the ground began to shake. Everyone was scared. The captain shouted at the top of his voice, "Everyone rush to the ship at once!" Sailor, a member of the crew of a ship voyages. Long journeys involving traveling by the sea merchants, people who buy and sell goods. They realized that it was not really an island, but the back of a huge whale. The whale dived into the deep sea. There was chaos. The sailors screamed and ran. Many of them managed to reach the ship, but some of them couldn't. Sindbad also could not board the ship. He called out to the sailors, but they did not hear him, and the ship sailed off. Sindbad was a good swimmer. He swam for 8 hours before he saw land at a distance. Though he was tired, he gathered all his strength and swam to the shore. A group of soldiers were patrolling the seashore. They mistook Sindbad for an enemy and took him to the emperor's court. "Who are you and why are you here?" asked the emperor. "I am Sindbad the Sailor. I come from a faraway land," Sindbad said and told him about his adventure. "Which lands have you traveled to?" The emperor was curious. Sindbad told him about his many voyages, chaos, disorder, and confusion. The emperor was fascinated. He offered Sindbad the post of an officer in the coast guard of his kingdom. Sindbad was happy. He began to manage the cargo at the port. The emperor was pleased with Sindbad's work. One day, a ship docked at the port. A sailor on board looked familiar to Sindbad. "I have seen him somewhere. Why can't I remember?" he wondered. The sailor saw Sindbad, too. "Sindbad, is it really you?" he asked in surprise. "Yes, I am Sindbad," he replied and related how he had arrived on the island. They were joined by the ship's captain. He was the same old captain whose ship had carried Sindbad and the merchants. "Sindbad, you are alive? We thought you had drowned at sea," exclaimed the captain. He had been carrying Sindbad's belongings in a box all the while. He handed over the box to Sindbad. Sindbad then thanked the emperor for his generosity and sailed towards his homeland with the captain. And that was the amazing adventure of Sindbad. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Let's Learn with MG for more exciting stories and learning videos.